head scratcher? Are you jumping in at the wrong time, watching your hard-earned cash just vanish quicker than a pig in a mudslide? I get you. Well, I used to be dumber than a scarecrow in a windstorm, till I found Charting Crypto over there on the YouTube. CC's videos enlightened me like a light bulb in my noggin. He turns out more content than my price Sal pops out piglets, and she's a real champ. Charting Crypto breaks it all down for us, teaching us how to milk this crypto market like a pro. Well, he's got a Discord channel over here too, and it's like a virtual water hole for all us crypto bros. You can even ask CC to review coins. You can grab some fancy alpha on NFTs. Woo, and you talk about trade setups and price targets. Yep, he got them all. It's like having a trustworthy farmhand showing you the way. It's plumb amazing. Now listen up. Missing out on Charting Crypto means missing out on your best chance to turn your finances around. I mean, look at me. Thanks to CC's wisdom, I got myself a brand new Mercedes. Woo! And it's a real chick magnet right here on the farm. So quit stalling. Head over to Charting Crypto on YouTube, subscribe now, and sow the seeds of crypto success. Happy trading, y'all. Happy trading.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Charting Crypto. Give me a 1-2-1-2 if everything sounds good. 6 people in the chat. Welcome, everybody. Welcome whatsoever. Welcome, Crypto Cajun, VNX Productions. V, what's up, dude? Long time. Yeah, it's been a while. I mean, a while ago, man, you know, the last 2 weeks, all of October, my YouTube account was actually hacked, believe it or not. Some guy got my YouTube, or got my Gmail, got my YouTube. It is what it is. It happens. We are more secure now, and we're back at it. So we got a 1-2-1-2, which means everything sounds good. So we'll start rocking and rolling. First things first, we're looking at BTC. BTC is testing that support flip resistance here, which we were talking about last live stream, I believe. And unfortunately, right now for BTC on the day chart, we're actually losing our bullish momentum rather quickly. We actually had a bearish crossover on the day chart just now. So bearish crossover on the day chart. We got a sell signal on the WTX right here on the 28th of October as well. Same with the RSI. RSI was flashing red saying, hey, it might be a good time to take some profit on BTC. Something we're keeping a close eye on in the RSI uptrend is this uptrend right here on BTC. So technically the RSI could be dropping down to 69 and still maintain his bullish trend to the upside. So that's something to take into consideration as well. So what we're going to be keeping a close eye on for BTC here, if we draw the fib, we can draw the lifelong fib from the bottom to the top. Bottom of the top here, and what we're gonna be looking for is probably that, you know, $37,000, $38,000 BTC, which we were talking about last live stream. I still think that's gonna get hit before we see a quick capitulation. We can look at that on the 3-day chart. So if you look at the 3-day chart, toss in the main price volume, this is why I think that's gonna get hit, because you can see we're currently entering a price volume gap here on the day chart. There's a pretty heavy gap to get filled right here on the price volume. So I wouldn't be too concerned about a heavy pullback. I still think Bitcoin still has to go up to around that $37,000 to $38,000, and then after that point, we'll probably see a decent sized correction for BTC. But right now we're in this negative price volume gap, so I think it's going to continue to the upside. And on top of that, if we draw the horizontal support area, it's around that general area as well. So that's currently what I'm looking for BTC. On the 4-hour chart, it's absolutely bearish right now. On the short term, on the day chart, it's bearish right now as well. So we're going to be looking out for some movement here, probably at the beginning of the week for BTC, but inevitably I think the top's going to be around 37, 38, and then a decent sized correction back down, and then we'll just reassess the situation at that point. All right, so let's get to some chats here. So we got, please chart Kyber, CYBER. Let's check it out. So which Kyber are you talking about? There's 2 different Kybers. There's Kyber Connect and, oh, that's Cyber. Yeah, which cyber do you want? Cyber Connect or Cyberpunk City? Let me know and we'll get back to that. So right now we have Crypto Cajun. Please chart Ethereum Classic for me on the monthly. Yeah, we can look at ETH Classic. So ETH Classic up 4.2%. Hang on 1 second. Something's acting up. There we go. 4.2% at $18.17. $2.5 billion market cap. 143 million coins in circulation. Max supply of 210 million. All-time high was last bull run at 167. So let's take a look at it on the monthly. Oh, looks like I charted it recently back in August of 2023. All right, so monthly here, we're going to start from the bottom of November 2019. It had a double bottom right here, as you can see at the bottom in January 1st, 2019, and then looks like October, November 2019. So we can draw our fibs from the bottom to the top right there. And what we're currently seeing is support at the 618 right here at around $14. So that 618 is a very powerful support area for you. So what we have to maintain on the monthly is above that 618, and I do strongly believe that that is going to happen. I mean, since initial coin, or since this coin's been out on Coinbase in July 2016, we have been in a very nice uptrend. We also have that uptrend support area working for us right here as well. So it does look like Ethereum Classic on the monthly has officially bottomed. The indicators are also showing that on the monthly as well. We're losing our bearish momentum rather quickly, heading towards that bullish crossover here. It happened last time right before a bull run, and it's currently happening again. RSI as well. RSI seems to have bottomed off, and we're starting to tail up as well. So in the short term right now for Ethereum Classic on the monthly, it does look like the bottom's in. If I have to draw a downtrend, we're currently, if we draw from the wicks, actually let's go to the bodies real quick. If we go to the bodies, we're currently testing this downtrend right now. So if we break over, I'd say 20 bucks. If we break over 20 bucks, Ethereum Classic's bull run's confirmed. But right now we're testing that right now. We're testing it. So if we break above it, we're golden for the bull run. If we get rejected, we could head back down to around 15. But I don't think we're gonna be heading back down to the 618 at around $14.36. Also, if we remove this on Ethereum Classic, we can draw. So your Ethereum Classic's also in a channel as well, as you can see right here. So, you know, we go to the bottom, we go to the top, we go to the bottom, we go to the top. Actually, let's make this accurate. There we go. Top, and look what just happened. We just hit the bottom. So the next rally, I mean, history doesn't repeat, but it does rhyme. But the next rally, we bring it to the top, and that'd probably bring it to around $1,000. I wouldn't be surprised at all in the bull run if it did go to $1,000. Which, if we extended the fibs to the downside of this, that $1,000 actually brings you, oh, that looks like $800-900. We bring it up to that 1618. So yeah, I wouldn't be surprised at all if we got up to the upper 80s to $1,000 this bull run, especially with the pattern that's repeating right now. It definitely looks promising. It looks like Ethereum Classic's bottoms in, and inevitably, I think we're gonna be hitting that 1618 in the bull, in the, you know, that the mania phase of the bull run. XRP looks very bullish. I think I would double reach the dollar soon. Yeah, we can check out some XRP. Dude, that looks exactly like my chart. Thank you. Where do you think it's gonna head to? Yeah, I think in the bull run top for Ethereum Classic, it's gonna be around 900. You know, this 1618. That's what I'd be keeping a close eye on, is the 1618 up here during the mania hype phase. All right, so that's Ethereum there. Oh shoot, that's Ethereum there. Now we're gonna look at XRP. I haven't looked at XRP in a hot minute. We're not gonna do it on the monthly though. We're gonna look at it probably on the day chart. Yeah, XRP on the day chart actually isn't looking bad at all. We charted this a while back, but we've been holding this uptrend very, very well since, you know, January of 2023. And technically speaking, we did put in a higher low right here comparative to this one, and we're starting to rally higher. So if we look at the 2023 run, we put in a high, a low, a higher high, a higher low. Then unfortunately, we put in a lower high. And I remember this, everyone was shouting that XRP was in a head and shoulders pattern right here. And a head and shoulders is technically bearish, but it didn't play out. That's why you don't want to just rely on patterns. You want to rely on your indicators as well. And then Ethereum settled their lawsuit right here, or got news about it. Went to the moon. We had the decent size retracement for XRP. But regardless, I think XRPs would be doing very, very well spawned. I don't own any XRP, but if you join my Discord and you start talking about XRP, you'll have a lot of people in there that are very talkative about XRP and will give you their thoughts on the price. So if we go top to bottom right here, currently working our way up towards the 786 at around 73 cents, or no, 75 cents. But in the short term right now, it does look like we are going to be having a slight pullback. I mean, we're pretty bullish here on the MACD, but it's not as large of an engulfing candle as I would like it to be. Same with the WTX. The WTX is deep in the red, and we don't like entering deep in the red here. You can see briefly we go up to around normally 69. We go up to 69.70 before we see a retracement. Rarely do we break over to the top of it. So that being said, I wouldn't be shocked if we saw a slight pullback here before we went back up to the 786 for XRP. But inevitably, I think XRP in the next week or so could be at around 75 cents. Now, if we extend the fib from the top to the bottom right here, we'll get a little different story. You can see that's where we got stopped on that news of the lawsuit getting settled. You know, we shot all the way up to that dollar range. That 618 is going to be your storyteller here. No matter when it happens, when XRP gets up to $1, that is going to be a very psychological resistance area for XRP. Even in the past, you know, even in the past back here in December 2021, that dollar was a very heavy resistance area. We tested it once, twice, 3 times before capitulating below it. So we've already tested it once. I think inevitably in 2024, 2023, we will be up around that dollar range, battle testing that dollar. And who knows, if we get spot Bitcoin ETF in 2024, I'll probably blast right through it. But in the meantime, right now, we're just doing slow, steady growth up to $1. I do think the next stop will probably be around 75 cents. That'll be our next resistance area. But on the day chart, the indicators are a little hot. So let's just keep an eye on a slight pullback and then 75 cents and then reassess the situation. But yeah, that dollar for XRP, I think we're going to be there very soon, or we're going to be there in 2024 or 2023, but that's going to be a very heavy resistance area once we get there. So once we get up to that dollar, we're going to need to monitor it very, very closely, because we've already tested it. You know, we've tested it once, twice, 3, 4 times in the span of what, 2 years, 2021 to 2023. We've tested the dollar 4 times and gotten rejected every time. So that's a multi-year resistance area right there that we're going to be contending with. But I think we have the juice now to finally break above it. But we'll be there in sometime in 2023, and then we'll reassess the situation for XRP. What about Illuvium? Good old gaming coin, ILV. So Illuvium's up 5.2 at 65. Wow, Illuvium's at 65. I feel like last time I saw it was at 40. Yeah, last time we charted it was down here. Oh no, it looks like I charted last live stream, but still, man, Illuvium's making a run, an absolute run. Yeah, broke out of the multi-year downtrend, and then we had the sideways consolidation right here, the accumulation phase, and now we're starting a trend reversal. So we actually broke out of 2 downtrends right here. We had the multi-year downtrend that you broke out of Illuvium right here, and then you have a secondary downtrend right here that you broke out of as well. So Illuvium officially has a trend reversal. You broke out of a multi-year downtrend, which is extremely bullish. I mean, if that's not bullish, I don't know what is. So in the short term right now, we're probably gonna be relying on some fibs here. Let's go to the bottom of the top. Bottom of the top, we're currently testing the 382. If we go top to bottom, we're testing the, oh, actually, I think we're above the 618. Let's zoom in here and take a look. No, we wicked up to it. So we're currently working our way up to the 618. Oh shoot. We're currently working our way up to the 618 on Illuvium. Now we have had some very, very large green candles here the last couple days, and things can't go up forever. As you can see, the candles are getting smaller and smaller and smaller. So inevitably, I do think we might be seeing one more run up to possibly $70 before we see a decent size retracement. You know, $70, look up to that 618 here around 72, and then see a decent size retracement either back down to $63 or all the way back down to around 56. That being said, though, we broke out of a multi-year downtrend. Regardless of the pullback that we have, even if we did something like this, that would still be extremely bullish for Illuvium, because you broke out of a multi-year downtrend. You have your first top, you have your bottom here. A pullback down to that 382 would actually be putting in a higher low, and would, in my personal opinion, actually benefit the coin. It would allow the indicators to cool off, allow more people to pile in, which in turn gives you more moon juice to rally to the upside. I know people don't like hearing that their coins could pull back, but it would, in my personal opinion, be more beneficial for Illuvium to do this for the longer term, instead of just, you know, run up here and then see a really quick flash crash. But in the short term right now, we're pretty hot on the indicators. We're still bullish here on the MACD, but we did print a sell signal on the WTX on the day chart and went higher. You know, we've only ever been this high 2 other times, and the last couple times we were this high and got these sell signals. We had a decent size retracement. I mean, back here we got that first sell signal that high in November 2021, caused this giant downtrend since. And then the second time we got it was right here, February 2023, which caused this initial downtrend. So hopefully that's not the case here, but we are printing a sell signal, so that's always something to take into consideration. If we look at the RSI is the highest it has ever been on Illuvium. So this is the highest we've ever been on Illuvium, so that's something to also take into consideration as well. We're kind of in uncharted territory on the RSI, so we really don't know how it's going to react to these price ranges and price movements. So in the meantime, for Illuvium, I think we'll be able to get this coin a little bit cheaper a little bit later down the road, is what I'm saying. That's not financial advice, in my personal opinion. But Illuvium broke out of a multi-year downtrend. It is looking like it's starting its bull run now. It's not starting its parabolic bull run. By starting its bull run, I mean it's broken out of some pretty heavy downtrend, and now we can start seeing some bullish movement to the upside until we get to that mania phase. So Illuvium right now is looking good, in my personal opinion. I think in the short term we might be able to pick it up a little bit cheaper at around $55, but we'll have to reassess the situation at a later time. Yo, I love me some Bonk. Bonk's been on an absolute tear. So Bonk is on Solana. I believe it is the top dog coin on Solana. Some people think Samo's the top dog on Solana. I think that Bonk is the one. Bonk's never seen a bull run before either, which is very attractive to me. That's why I've been accumulating it throughout the bear market. Yo, whoa, did we call this or did we call this? Actually, we didn't call it. I thought I was going to go down here before going to the moon. But we broke out and we went. That is insane. We were in this giant falling wedge. I haven't charted this in a while. And then as soon as we broke out of this falling wedge right here, we shot. We absolutely ripped. That's awesome. So let's start fresh, man. Look at that. People will hold for such a long time. Like you could have bought in April of 2023 and held here. April all the way till October 2023, and all this loss was recovered in the matter of a couple days here. How nuts is that? That's the joy of a bull run. You know, that's what people would say, diamond hands. You know, you just length. That is multi-months of just holding and going down, getting absolutely erased in, you know, only a couple days to a week. So Bonk right now, bottom to top, what we're currently seeing is price resistance at the 382. And if we draw from the top to the bottom, we'll probably find another price resistance at the 618. So we're currently finding price resistance at the 618 and the lifelong fib. The 618 is a very powerful support and resistance area. So when you're below it, it's going to act as a powerful resistance. When you're above it, it's a fantastic support. So being at the 618 and getting rejected like we are with the indicators heading bearish, because we're heading bearish here on the MACD, losing our bullish momentum rather quickly. We got our sell signal here on the WTX as well. First sell signal we've ever gotten on the WTX for Bonk, and Bonk's first time ever being overbought on the RSI. So a lot of first here for Bonk. So I'm extremely bullish on Bonk in the long term. I think it's going to do some crazy gains this bull run. Some things that I talked about several videos on Bonk, is Bonk only has a $33 million market cap. When we were charting it, it was about $8 million. But the last bull run, there's a lot of other dog coins like Floki, Dogelon, you know, Baby Doge and stuff like that. They were around during the bear market and they had very similar market caps to what Bonk had. They had $8-9 million market caps, and they went up to $500 million to $1.2 billion market caps during the bull run. And I think Bonk definitely has the setup and capabilities to do that comparative to the other coins, because as of right now, 100,000 million billion, it only has 42 trillion. A lot of other dog coins like Last Born had way more coins than that, and like the other coins, this like Bonk has never seen a bull run before, so that's something that it has going for it as well. So I'm extremely bullish on Bonk in the bull run to see where it goes. So as of right now in the short term, I do unfortunately think we're gonna be seeing a pullback after this giant rip. I mean, you can't go up forever and you don't want to chase green candles. Like I said, we're losing our bearish momentum here, or bullish momentum in the MACD. Got our first sell signal, first time being overbought on the RSI. I think the pullback will most likely bring us down to around 0 or around 5,000 to 4,948. So from where we're currently at, that's a pretty decent drop. That's like a 37% drop, and it's definitely doable. I mean, just like we make 30% pumps, like right here, we made 30% pump, actually a 60% pump right there in 3 days. A 30% drop is definitely doable for Bonk. So just because it goes down doesn't mean it's going to go down forever. But after a large run like this, you definitely need to have a cool down phase. And that cool down phase is going to be, you know, a pretty nasty drop. But at least we got some support here at around 5,000. So that's currently what I'm going to be keeping a close eye on. It's probably a retracement down to around, you know, a 34% tracement to around 5,000. If I'm wrong and we do break above the 618, which, you know, I very well could be wrong. I'm just a guy scribbling lines on a screen. If that did happen, our next resistance area would be all the way up here around 14. So we're going to be keeping an eye on a retracement down to around 5,000. But if I'm incorrect and we see a bounce here at 6, this could be the play for Bonk. So two different scenarios. I guess it's all based off around the 6,400 range. Inevitably though, I've seen coins that have gone absolutely to the moon like this, and they usually have a decent sized correction before they see their secondary rally to the upside. So let's just keep an eye on a slight retracement for Bonk. I'm extremely bullish on it long term. Just in the short term here, I think it needs to have a slight pullback to cool down, and then we'll reassess. What about ACH? Yes, let's look at ACH. So I actually got ACH last bull run. I made some pretty good profits on ACH last bull run. We caught it last bull run when it was at a penny, and it actually shot all the way up to this all-time high. We didn't sell the high though. Unfortunately, it went all the way up to 19 cents. I didn't sell it till it went down to 15 cents, but it is what it is. Still made some good profit there. So Alchemy pays up 1.3% at 1 cent, $93 million market cap, 4.9 billion coins in circulation. So a little bit of half the coins in circulation. That's always something you want to take into consideration, especially if you're a long-term holder. This isn't financial advice, but inevitably all these coins are going to be in circulation. So if you're a long-term holder, you have to be able to accept that the market's going to get diluted by 5 billion more coins, which means you need a lot more buying power for the price to go up when there's more coins in circulation. That's something to always take into consideration for long-term holding. Ooh, shoot. Long-term holding, because inevitably they are going to be putting all the coins in circulation. So I don't know if they have a scheduled release period of when they release the coins and how much, but that's something you probably should know, because if they start unloading coins, that's definitely going to dilute the price. So ACH, Coinbase. So yeah, we traded ACH. ACH did break out of a multi-year downtrend as well. I mean, you broke out of this downtrend right here back in January 2023. And then you broke out of the second downtrend from 2023. You broke out of the February, this one right here. We just broke out of it. I 5x my portfolio by hitting that like button. Welcome Road Dog Crypto, man. It's been a while. How you been? So ACH right now did break out of a decent size downtrend here, and with that being said, that we officially had a double bottom here. The first bottom was September 3rd. The second bottom was October 21st. So if we draw our fibs from the bottom to the top right here, it does look like the next stop for ACH would be around 2 cents. Now the indicators are losing their bullish momentum right here, but I'm really not too concerned about that because you can see it did have a fake out back in November 1st. WTX is in the red, but we do like to enter that red area. Well, actually we don't like entering that red area that often, so we'll keep a close eye on that as well. If we look at the RSI is still making higher highs and higher lows. I would be keeping a close eye on possible, you know, downtrend support if we did see a retracement for something like that, but we'll just have to monitor that. So in the short term right now, inevitably I think ACH is going to be heading up to around 2 cents. If we drop the fib down a little bit, you know, we could just step down this fib. We could step the fib down here and say, hey, the next resistance is around 2 cents at the 618 there. We could drop it right here and say, hey, the next resistance is around 2 cents at the 0.5 here. And then you can drop it right here and say, hey, the resistance is sitting around 2 cents. So wherever we put it, it's saying the next resistance is around 2 cents. So that's something I'd be keeping a close eye on, is 2 cents for ACH. And then we'll reassess the situation. Now, I do think this coin will perform well in the bull run. I think it will reach its all-time high that it did reach back here. But what we need to keep a close eye on is if they start unloading coins. We really don't want them to dilute the market. Now, we can tell when they put coins in circulation by going to this chart right here, clicking on max, and then you click the price, and then you click the market cap. And where the price and market cap deviate, like you see right here, see the price is up here, the market cap's down here, but then you have the price down here and the market cap overpowers that high from 2021. It means they put more coins in circulation. It means they diluted the market a little bit, so it's going to take more buying power to re-reach those all-time high prices for ACH. Similar to back here, it looks like they unloaded some more coins than you guys on January 2023 as well, because you see the price is way down here, but the market cap's all the way up here. So that being said, they did put more coins in circulation. I have no idea how much. It just means that it's going to take a little bit more buying power to re-reach its all-time high prices. Now, I don't know how many coins they put in circulation, so that's something you might want to do some research on, or if they plan on putting a lot more in. So that's my thoughts on ACH. Appreciate your work, brother. Thank you, Sergeant Razel. Yeah, we'll look at both. We'll look at comp and quant. I love me some quant. A person in the Discord named Zegoth actually got me turned on the quant back in 2022, end of 2021, beginning of 2022. And man, I'm glad he did. So we got some comp here. Comp is up 3.6%, $345 million market cap. Small circulating supply, only 6.8 million with a max supply of 10 million. So 68% of the coins are in circulation, which is fantastic. And I like coins that have a smallish market cap with a small circulating supply. To me, that's a great setup for some possible large gains. You can see the all-time high was pretty much almost $1,000 at 910 last bull run. We're still down 94% from that all-time high. All-time low was 5 months ago. If you would have bought 5 months ago at 25.74, you'd be up 95.14% on your investment. Oh, that's a nasty chart. We don't want that one. We want... No, this one will work. Wow, look at that. Look at that Scamwick. XRP, baby. We did go over XRP. That was the second coin. Glad to have you in the stream, Mr. Andy Walks. Been a while. How you been, brother? All right, comp. Let's get into it. So comp, ever since 2023 has been putting in higher highs and higher lows. Technically speaking, it has. Yeah, you said cyber, but which one? So whatsoever. There's a couple different cybers. So when I typed in, a couple different ones showed up. So I didn't know which one you were asking for. So if you could, explain or give more detail of which one you're looking for, I'll gladly chart it. All right, so comp right now, comp had some very good support here at the 618. We actually were riding that 618 from August of 2023 all the way to October. So that was a good accumulation phase right there for comp. And since then, we've rallied up to about the 382 area at around 52. We still are looking good on the indicators right here, even though we aren't as strong on the MACD as I'd like it to be. Same with the WTX. WTX is on a steep spike to the upside. Now, one thing we want to keep a close eye on with the WTX is if we draw a horizontal line at this general price area, this is a normal area and where comp gets rejected. As you can see, we got sort of rejected back here December 2020. We got rejected right here November 2021. We got rejected here July 2022, September 2022, and October 2023. So if we get rejected from here, usually that calls for some sort of retracement. Now, we do break over it occasionally. When we do break over it, that's when we start seeing some very bullish movement to the upside. So that's why we want to keep as close eye on, because we're getting to that price, or we're getting to that area around 49 to 50 on the WTX to test that resistance area out. Same with I think same with the RSI. RSI starting to consolidate as well. So in the short term right now, with the short term, let's actually do the short term fib. The short term right now, what we're going to be trying to focus on is getting over the 618. So being below a 618 is technically bearish, because the 618 is a very, very powerful resistance area, but I think you have some juice to get over it. So there's two different scenarios I'm going to go over here for comp. The first one's going to be the bearish one. The bearish scenarios, these indicators are pretty hot right now. We're hitting that resistance area on the WTX. We're not that strong on the MACD as we'd like to be. That would cause a double top to happen, and then we'd be retracing back down to roughly 42 to 40 bucks, I would have to say. So that is the bearish scenario if we don't overtake 50 bucks. So that if we don't overtake 50 bucks, we're most likely going to be heading back down to 40 to test that 786 area out. Now here's the bullish. So the bullish TA is if we do get over the 618 area right here, we have not really a price volume gap, but a very low price volume cloud between the 618 and 0.5 area to 55. So if we got over the 618, I would expect us to quickly shoot up to around $55, then test that 618 out, and then that's all she wrote. We'll start heading to the upside. So those are the two different scenarios for comp right now that I'm seeing. Keep an eye on the 618. That's the storyteller. If we don't overtake $50, I would expect this bad boy to come back down to 40. Pretty much this main price volume, as you can see here, that orange line, you know, probably hit the 786 right here, throw a wick down the 40, and then we can start rallying back up. If we do break over 50, I think we're gonna make a quick movement up to 55, and then we'll reassess the situation. So this is all dependent on that $50 price area for comp. Now in the longer term, in the bull run, I do think comp's going to perform exceptionally well. If you look at the price and market cap, they did put a little bit more coins in circulation in 2021, but they have not put any more coins in circulation since 2021, it looks like. So that means there's still the same amount or maybe a little bit more coins in circulation than there were back when it reached its all-time high, which means it pretty much just takes the same or just a little bit more buying power that it did back in 2021 to re-reach those all-time high prices of $910. So I think comp going up to $910 and overtaking its all-time high is definitely a doable thing. It's definitely a doable thing in this bull run. Yo, Sam XBT, welcome back to the live stream, brother. Thanks for the super chat. Pepe, when you get a chance. Absolutely, man. I really appreciate that super chat. So we'll get into that super chat real quick. So let's look at Pepe. So Pepe actually seemed to have found a bottom, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, Pepe's up 5.4. So Pepe's been on a rip the last couple of weeks, I think. Yeah, the last month. So, oh wow, we have the lifelong fib still drawn on Pepe. Great. Look at that. So if we would have just waited till the 618 retracement and bought the 618 double bottom, we would have been good. So Pepe seems to have found a bottom right here, actually double bottom, and currently looking like a trend reversal is happening. We did break out of a pretty lengthy downtrend as well, it looks like. Actually, the lifelong downtrend on Pepe right here, we have broken out of. So that is extremely bullish on Pepe. Holy cow. You know what? There are always coins in a bull run that absolutely rip or become kind of like the staple or, you know, the poster child of that bull run. You know, last bull run, it was, you know, Shiba did 0 and went to an infinite, you know, infinite and stuff like that. I'm thinking Pepe might be one of the big ballers in this upcoming bull run. You know, that might be the next, you know, the next Shiba pump in this bull run. We'll have to see, because Pepe during the bear market had a pretty decent pump and the hype is still there. So in the short term right now, we're actually looking bearish on the indicators, but in the long term, you broke out of a downtrend that you were in since May of 2023. So we officially have had a trend reversal here to the bullish side. Double bottom trend reversal for Pepe. So Pepe is officially bullish right now. And as of right now, the indicators, if we look at the indicators on the day chart, we are bearish on the MACD. We actually crossed over bearish 2 days ago, but we're pretty flat there, which is surprising, because if you were going to be bearish on Pepe, you would want to see large engulfing candles that just kept engulfing each other, and that's not happening here. We're pretty much just having a consecutive sideways candles here, which is showing the bearish movement on Pepe is weak. This bearish movement on the MACD is weak. If we look at the WTX does seem to have found a top right here, but it's starting to curl back up as well, so we'll monitor that. If we look at the RSI, that was the highest the RSI ever was on October of 2023, which was this initial pump back up to the 382 area, and we're currently working our way back up on the RSI. We've never been overbought on the RSI and Pepe, believe it or not. So in the longer term, we're bullish on Pepe. In the short term, let's draw some short-term fibs and assess this. If we go by the double bottom, actually let's go to this top right here and assess. If you go by the double bottom right here, what we want to look for is this 382 resistance at around 1234. 1234. So that is going to be your resistance here, is the 1234. If we overtake that, Pepe will be heading up to around 14648, I would have to say. And with the way the indicators are right now, we could be seeing one more large pump up for Pepe and then a decent sized correction. Inevitably though, we can't go up forever, and you will see decent sized corrections throughout the bull run. So even though people are like, hey, you just throw money at any coin in the bull run and it goes up, yeah, that happens, but sometimes, majority of the times, some coins have 50% retracements and stuff like that, and it scares people and flushes them out and stuff. So just because Pepe is bullish doesn't mean the chart's just going to go up forever. It just means we're in a bullish trend. So I wouldn't be surprised if inevitably we did see a decent sized pullback for Pepe. But in the short term right now, like I said, the short term right now, I'd be keeping an eye on this 382. If we break above the 382, I think we could have another to infinity and beyond moment on our hand. And then once we get up there, that's where we'd really want to keep a close eye, because these indicators would be really, really overbought at that time frame. And then that's where you'd get your decent sized correction in order to cool down. So right now, I mean, it looks like the best time to buy Pepe was back here on September and back here on October 19th. Or at the very inception right here. So I think the bottom for 2023 on Pepe's in, and Pepe's on the, you know, the first steps of its bull run here. So Pepe's looking pretty good. I would just keep an eye on this 382 right here. If we get over that, we're going to be seeing another decent pump. If we get rejected from there, we'll be seeing a pullback. But inevitably, Pepe's bullish. It's looking great. LaCroix, man, I drink these things like crazy. Now we'll look at quant. I used to be able to pop, like, it's been a while since I've been on a live stream. I used to be able to pop comments up on the stream, but I forgot how to do it. Does anyone know how to do that? I know Road Dog does it on his live stream. I have it set up, but I just, hang on, let me see something real quick. Let me check something real quick. Somebody type in the chat. I want to see something. Oh shoot, where'd it go? Yeah, we're gonna get something going here real quick. I think I figured it out. All right, so let's get it. So that was Pepe. We're gonna get into quant now. I love me some quant. We were lucky enough to get quant. Well, we didn't get the bottom of the bear market, but we got pretty damn close to the bottom of the bear market, around 55, 50 bucks. Not bragging, I promise. I entered a degen long at the bottom and plan to hold it for a while. Might be general. Whoa, you actually caught the bottom back here on Pepe for the long? Yo, you caught the bottom, dude. If you got that right there, not financial advice, man. That is fantastic. That's a GOAT play right there. Yo, Lily, how have you been? Yeah, it's been a while. It's been a while. Welcome to the live stream. Hey, whatsoever, I see your comment on Kyber or Cyber. I don't know which Cyber you're asking for. See, there's two different ones. There's Cyber Connect and there's Cyber City. There's two different Cybers here. I don't know which one you're asking for. So type in the comment which one you want. Do you want Cyber Connect or do you want Cyberpunk City? All right, let's get into some quant. Where's my boy Chef at? I don't know. Go blow him up in the Discord. Go blow him up in the Discord. So we got quant right now up 2.7%, $102.71. We still are above that very powerful support area of $1, $1.4 billion market cap, circulating supply of 14 million. I think this thing could easily go to $2,000 to $4,000 this bull run. The only negative thing is, you know how quant's use cases, interoperability and stuff like that, for CBDCs and stuff like that, is I think there's something getting or some bill getting passed around in legislature or something like that to ban CBDCs in the United States. I don't know if that's true or not, but that was one of the big driving factors for quant's price action. So don't quote me on that, but that's something that I heard. So quant right now, we're back above that 618. That 618 sitting around $96 to $100. That is a very, very important support area. As you can see in the prior history of quant, that's where we got some pretty nice bounces. That's where we've gotten all the resistance pretty much. We got it back here in 2022. We got it here February 2022. And then we got resistance here. You can just see how many times quant has tested this area out as support and resistance and it's held. And another cool thing about quant is it did break out of this lengthy downtrend right here. A lot of coins are breaking out of some very lengthy downtrends. A lot of coins are starting to become extremely bullish here. They're breaking out of their bear market downtrends. So right now for quant, we got this nice bounce at the 618 here, and we're starting to tail up. We're actually losing our bearish momentum already. As you can see, we had two reds and a light red here, so we're heading towards a bullish crossover right now for quant. WTX is starting to tail back up. RSI is also starting to tail back up. So for quant here in the short term, I wouldn't be surprised at all if we did see a movement back up to around, oh, we do have a 618 here, to around 107 to 110. I think that's gonna be the next stop, and then that is going to be the price area that we need to overtake. If we don't overtake that, that'll be a double top forming for quant, and then we'll see a retracement. But for the time being, I don't think quant is going to be going much below $100 if we ever go back down there again. I think, you know, it could technically wick down to around 82, but I don't think that's gonna be the case. I mean, if we look at this downtrend right here, it looks like the play would probably be $90 is the lowest that quant will go, unless, you know, BTC gets rugged. You know, that could happen anytime, because BTC is the tide that raises and lowers all ships, and all these altcoins are just boats upon that tide. But in the short term right now, if BTC continues doing what it's doing, quant has officially broke out of a very lengthy downtrend, and the next stop is around 110. We get over 110, we're heading up to 116. And if that's the case there, and Bitcoin doesn't absolutely shit the bed and just continues doing what it's doing, this would have been the 2023. Yeah, this would have been the 2023 bottom for quant towards the end of October. And then, yeah, that would have been the time to buy in 2023. Would have been the end of October. Then now we're rallying to the upside. So we broke out of a lengthy downtrend. I would be keeping an eye on $110, and that is going to be your next main resistance area for quant. Like I said, if we get rejected, we'll probably head down to 95, but inevitably though, I think quant's getting ready to go. This downwards consolidation right there. I mean, we hardly had any price action. It was a slow bleed out all the way from January to October, just slow, methodic bleed out. No big drops, no big anything. $160K BTC by week of Christmas, says Mr. Andy Walk. I still have that chart. I still have that chart that says it's possible. Let's look at it. Where is it at? I think it's right here. I think we put it on the weekly. Yeah, chart's still there. Chart is still there. We're currently testing the 618 as resistance on it. Unfortunately, it looks like after we break these lines, that's the top, and then you see a retracement back down. So this is saying, you know, it would actually, what is this? Bull run top. Oh, this is saying this is the bull run top. So bull run top was December 2017 to April 2021. So you're saying the top is gonna be this 1618 right here. It's just gonna go straight up. This is a God candle. But this chart right here, we've gone over it in depth multiple times on the channel. You have the time cycle down here. Every time you fall into a valley, that's a bullish impulse, as you can see. Every time we've fallen into these valleys on the timestamp or whatever time cycles, we've had a bullish impulse up, bullish impulse up, bullish impulse up, bullish impulse up, and that next valley is happening around January of 2024. So January 2004 is that beginning of that bullish impulse, which could push us up there. So if we don't get $160,000, you know, that 1618 by December of 2023, it could be happening, you know, middle to, I would say beginning to middle of 2024. And then that would be catching so many people off sides because everyone's waiting for, you know, the halving, the 4-year cycle theory and everything like that. But it seems to me like everything got shifted over a bit. Now, the 4-year cycle theory works if you play the high as November 1st, 2021, but all on-chain data shows that the bull run top was March, April of 2021. So the 4-year cycle based off this top is still valid, but according to all on-chain market data, on-chain data, this was technically the top, which kind of pushes everything back a bit, which kind of messes up the 4-year cycle theory. So we'll see how this plays out. We'll see if everyone's caught off sides. A lot of people are waiting for the halving to buy in, and who knows, this thing could absolutely rip before the halving, and then people are waiting for the halving, get caught off sides and just get wrecked. Oh shoot. One second, guys. Something just happened to my stream. Can you guys still see me? I can't see my screen. Whatever, as long as it's still working. As long as it's still working. It looks like it's still working to me, so we'll just roll with it. We will just roll with it. Fashionably late, hello. So we'll look at that, what do you say, Kyber? Yeah, we'll look at Kyber now. You've been asking. So Kyber connects up 1.3% at $6.15, $67 million market cap, very small circulating supply with 100 million max supply. This is a great setup. I like the small circulating supply with a small market cap. That's a good setup for some big gains in the bull run. All-time high was, whoa, it hit an all-time high 2 months ago. Is this a new coin? Oh, this came out August of 2023. So this is a new coin that's never seen a bull run before. All-time high was 2 months ago at 1579. We're currently down 61% from that all-time high. All-time low was $3.54 2 months ago. This coin's currently available on the following exchanges. Wow, so being such a new coin, it's actually listed on quite a few exchanges. Looks like Binance is the leader, followed by MEXC. I actually want to chart it on MEXC. Let's see if we can find the MEXC chart. Screw it. I don't want to zoom all the way down there. So right now on the day chart, it's looking bearish. We're about ready to flip bearish here on the MACD. We have the WTX tailing down. We have the RSI starting to lose its momentum as well. But if we draw the lifelong fib from this bottom to the top right here, why we're getting rejected right here is the 382. So the 382 is currently rejecting us at around 625. If we draw the fib the other way, that's probably the 618, I'm assuming. Yeah, that's the 618 that's rejecting us right now. So we're getting rejected at the 618 right now. I wouldn't be shocked if we had a pullback back down. Ooh, I don't think we'll go back down to 4. It's likely. The charts are saying it's possible. So this coin, due to the low market cap and low circulating supply, can be very volatile. As you can see, it had one giant god candle right here. Another one here had a big red candle follow. So this thing could move rather quickly. I mean, this one candle right here was 100% in a day. You did 100% in a day there. You dropped approximately 89% in a day there. So I do think in the meantime, a pullback down here is definitely going to be the play. So I'd be keeping an eye around 475, unfortunately, in the short term. In the long term, I mean, it's a rather new coin. It's never seen a bull run. We don't have any price data to go off of, but I mean, it's a good play. Oh shoot, it's a good play in my personal opinion because of the small market cap, small circulating supply. Like, I've never done any research on this, so it's not financial advice, but being as it is, the market cap's only 67 million, has a small circulating supply, and it's listed on so many exchanges. When retail investors come in, that's a great setup for some pretty nice gains. So like I said, I don't know what this coin does, but in the meantime, I think what we're seeing is rejection off the 618 and back down to around the upper 4s, like 475, $5 to this 0.5, and then reassess the situation. Now, if we draw the short-term fib on it from the bottom of the top right here, oh, where'd the music go? Bottom of the top right here, what we're seeing is the similar situation, a pullback back down to around the 6.8, around 5. So I wouldn't be shocked if we went to back down to $5 to 475, and then we'll reassess the situation after that. But in the longer term, yeah, I really don't have any idea in the longer term. It's too new. Too new. So we'll reassess it, come back on some other live stream, and we'll reassess it. Oh no, I almost just got exposed. Okay, so let's look at, whoa, Chef Natron with the big super chat. Thanks, brother. I really appreciate that. Really gets me pumped. The bull runs are knocking on our door, guys. So thanks, Chef, man. That's fantastic. So we looked at XRP at the beginning of the video, but we'll look at it again. So XRP right now, like I mentioned, I think what we're currently looking for is a movement up to around 70 cents and then a pullback from that point on. Now we have been having a nice step up effect since October 11th here, but the indicators are starting to get pretty high. Now we're still bullish here in the MACD. We are deep in the red right here as well. This is a normal area where XRP seems to top out on the WTX. So if we draw a horizontal line from where we're currently at, this is a normal area where XRP has found tops before they started retracement, but we do break over that every now and again. So that area at around 70 on the WTX is an area that you want to keep a close eye on. If we break over that, in my personal opinion, that'll confirm a movement higher for XRP. We're currently in the overbought territory on the RSI as well for XRP. So in the meantime, I would have to say, since the main price volume or the next main resistance area is sitting at around 70, we'll probably hit 70, then see a slight pullback for XRP before we go even higher. And even hitting that 70 and pulling back down to 60 isn't bearish, because that would put in, I mean, technically the lows right here, that would be a higher low. So that's what I'd be keeping a close eye on. Maybe even 63. I think XRP in the meantime hits 70, then retraces to 60, 63, and then we start rallying higher from that point on the day chart. Now, if we draw the larger fib for XRP, that is saying the next resistance is around 74.75 cents. So that being said, I wouldn't be shocked if he went up to 70 cents and then threw a wick up there, maybe. So we're just actually going to draw a horizontal box right there between 74 and 70 cents. And this is going to be our resistance area right here. This is what we'll be keeping. Oh shoot. This is what we're going to be keeping an eye on for XRP. If we get through that box, then we're going to see a quick movement up to around that dollar range. But for the time being, this is our resistance area. So we'll keep that box drawn there, and I'll do an XRP update tomorrow on the channel. I'll do a video on it. But I think in the meantime, that's what we're looking for XRP. Something up here and then a retracement. But if we get through this, we're heading up to $1. And POS, man, I didn't know POS was running until you guys told me. So if you don't know, POS is an absolute shit coin that that we found deep in the trenches, in the depths of the bear market. We found POS. So POS is an absolute garbage coin. It has a market cap of $582. Yes, $582. Extremely small. $148,000 volume. 1 billion total supply, 10 billion max supply. So this is the definition of a degen play right here. So with such a small market cap and its prior all-time high price of $0.10, the possibilities of it going back to the 10 cents are very, very small, but there is a small chance. And what I kind of like about POS is it's just been accumulating right here. It's been accumulating since June of 2023, pretty much since Chef and I bought in. We pretty much bought in here, and the price has just been accumulating ever since. So that being said, if POS did go back to its all-time highs, that is a 140,000. What is that? Hang on one sec. Let me do my math here. Yeah, that's a 1,449,076% gain, which is a 14,490x on your coin. So let's just do a little bit of math here. Let me see if I can get my calculator up. So if you put 25 bucks in here and you get a, what'd I say? If I go from the bottom to the top right there, let's just say 1,000x off that, or this would be a 10,000x. You get a 10,000x off that. $25 times 10,000. At $25 would be worth $250,000 if it went back to its all-time high. You know, the risk and reward, I mean, you can go to McDonald's and spend 25 bucks on a burger, you know, or you can spend 25 bucks on POS. Not financial advice, but man, this is the definition of a degen play right here. Like, put money in this, not expecting to get it back, but if it goes, man, it is going to go. Extremely small market cap and everything like that. I think Chef and I own pretty much all the coin. I don't know if we do or not. I know we own quite a bit though. So right now for POS on the day chart's not looking bad. RSI is tailing up. We put in a higher high here on the RSI. It looks like the WTX is tailing up as well, heading towards that neutral area. What I'm going to be keeping a close eye on for the WTX is probably this resistance area right here, which, I mean, that's a couple, I think 100% plus. Yeah, that's a 229% move on the WTX. Then if you look at the MACD, you can see there's not a lot of price action going on. So the MACD is just super small. You really have to blow this up to see any sort of movement here on the MACD. So the MACD just had 2 days of engulfing candles there as well. So in the meantime, we're gonna clear this, we're gonna hide this. In the meantime, right now, let me get this drawn, and we're pretty much just in the sideways accumulation phase on PS. I think I can actually color this in a certain color, right? Blue? I have no idea. There we go. So PS right now, we've just been in the sideways channel of accumulation since June of 2023. So we did hit the bottom right here on November 3rd. So I wouldn't be shocked at all if PS did work its way back up to around this 25,000 area. So from where we're currently at, that's another 64% gain for PS. And if we broke above this accumulation phase right here for PS, damn, we would be going to the moon. So not financial advice, but you didn't miss the boat yet. You missed the boat if we get over this line here. If we get over this line here at 25,000, the boat has left. Right now, we're just bouncing around. So, yeah, now you got me all hyped up on PS, man. What if our bags go to the moon and we just get rich off this shit coin? I love math. Yeah, not financial advice, guys, but the risk and reward on this, just put money in it expecting to lose it. So the boat hasn't left yet until we get over 25,000. We get over 25,000, we're gone. Makes me want to put another 25 bucks in, doesn't it? If you just think about it, every 25 bucks is 250,000. And if you think that's a 1,000x, or that's a 10,000x, a 1,000x, 25 bucks would be $25,000 for a 1,000x. And then 100x would be $2,500, which is more, you know, down to earth. We put $25 and you got 100x. That's 2,500 bucks. If you put $25 in and you get 1,000x, well, it's $25,000 off $25 investment. Wow, PS volume today hit almost 9K. That's crazy. Still holding my time? Yes, I am. I am still holding my time. I really appreciate that super chat, Chef. Thanks, man. Still see me and hear me, so that's good. Yeah, so something happened to my OBS on my end, but if I'm still streaming, we're still streaming. We're still doing this. So PRQ sucks. I sold my bags. Yeah, PRQ really isn't doing much. It's kind of I guess I can say I'll say I made a bad call, and I still am holding it throughout the bull run. I do think the price is going to be higher than what I bought it as, but for the time being, we're following PS back here, and it's just been shit in the bed. So that is chalked up as a bad call. But regardless, we are in this channel still on Parsec, and we did just hit the bottom of it right here on October 13th. So, you know, technically speaking, the next movement for it should be up to around 12 cents, you know. But I like Parsec. I like Parsec for use case, and I'm not normally a person that buys coins over use case. I bought this during the AI hype, but what I like about it, what I like about it is the small market cap and small circulating supply. It only has a $9 million market cap, 185 million circulating supply of 310 million. All-time high was 262 last bull run. And if you look at the max supply to market cap, they did put a little bit more coins in circulation, looks like November 2021, but since then they have not. So the possibilities of reaching its all-time highs or surpassing it this upcoming bull run are very possible. And from 5 cents back up to 256, what is that? So if we do, oh, how do I do that math? 256 divided by 5. That's a 51x. That's a 50x back to the all-time high. So I like those odds. So I'm still gonna hold my bag for this cycle, because even if it gets back to the all-time highs from where it's currently at, that's a 50x. So instead of selling it for a loss, I'm just gonna hold it. So time, still holding my time too. This thing's gonna absolutely rip. And we've had this bullish megaphone drawn for so long. For so long. This thing just won't go. Yeah, still bullish in it though. I had my waves drawn too. I must have got rid of them. Yeah, POS, you haven't missed the boat yet until we get over that, what did I say, 25,000. We get over that, PS is going to start moving. Love you, dog, no homo. All right, so time right now, it seems to be in the accumulation phase. You've been in the accumulation phase since August of 2023. So unfortunately, time's just consolidating sideways. Indicators right now really aren't doing much. We're bullish here on the MACD. We're bullish on the WTX. We're bullish on the RSI. So we'll just have to monitor that. I think inevitably, though, we're going to be heading back up to the top of this channel. And from where we are to the top of that channel right now is the 326X. And it's very possible for this coin, because if we look at time, if we look at Chronotech time, it only has 710,000 coins in circulation. That is so small. It only has a $10 million market cap. Like I've mentioned several times in videos, this is a whale coin right here. This coin is definitely manipulated by whales, and what they do is they capitulate it down, people FOMO out, they buy in, the price pumps, people buy in, and then they scare people. How they scare people? They have it retrace one more time. Then the people that don't get out here, they bore them to death with very long, drawn out retracements before it starts ripping again. And I think that's the case here. And we're nearing the point of the coin starting to go up. I know I've been saying that for a long time now, but the bull run's knocking on our door here. And I think time in the bull run is easily going to obtain, you know, that $400 or $500 area price range for Chronotech. It's a waiting game. It's a waiting game. And as you can see right now, if you just zoom out and look out, we were going down for quite a while. And now guess what we've been doing since August? We've just been going sideways. And then eventually we'll see that spike again. So I'm still holding it. I'm still holding it. ICP 410, 1.4, 1.8 billion, 448 million market cap. Didn't ICP, I thought I heard something about ICP recently. I don't remember what it was, but I thought it was bad. Not to spread FUD or anything. I scroll on Twitter a lot and I see a lot of things. But the all-time high was the initial coin launch. It's retraced since then. All-time low 287 2 months ago. So I think the ICP actually broke out of we broke out of this one. Oh. Yo, hang on. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Yo, technically speaking, it's touched 1, 2, it's touched 3, 4, 5, 6 different points on this downtrend right here. So that's a valid downtrend right there. And you broke it. You broke out of a multi-year downtrend. Pretty much since the initial coin launch downtrend, if you think about it. Coin came out at around $500 and just shit the bed ever since. And even if we draw it like this, he broke out of it. Yo, ICP just broke out of a lifelong downtrend. If you think about it that way. So our next contender, what is our next contender then? Right here, this is our next contender. So first things first, we already got to be slightly bullish on ICP for breaking out of this. That right off the rip is bullish. Multi-year, pretty much initial coin inception downtrend we broke. So that's already bullish in itself. Now we're on to the next downtrend that we need to overtake, which is right here. Which top to bottom, we're hitting the 618. So we hit the 618 right now. We're actually working bearish on the MACD. We're losing our bullish momentum rather quickly. We're printing a sell signal on the WTX right here at a normal height in which we get a sell signal. We drop pretty hard. Last time we got it was January of 2023, and we can kind of see what happened around that general price or that general time frame right there. We had this, then we saw some sort of retracement. So that being said, same with the RSI. RSI seems to have hit it, what, a prior all-time high as well. Excuse me. I would be expecting a pullback probably back down to the 786 here at around 350. And then we'll reassess the situation. But now, since we broke out of that multi-year downtrend, I don't think these bearish movements on the indicators are going to have as large of an effect as they used to have. Like I said, this is the lengthy downtrend right here. So in the meantime, for ICP, I think this will be the play. Retrace back down to 786 and reassess the situation. I think the bearish movements are going to be less bearish and the bullish movements are going to be more pronounced now that we broke out of a multi-year downtrend. So this is going to be the play I'm going to be looking for ICP. Yeah, definitely. So slight pullback to 350, and then we'll reassess that at the 618. So let's look at ALTCOIN. ALTCOIN double bottom here. Now we're gonna be heading up to 350 to put in all-time highs, right? That's the plan. So ALTCOIN is still maintaining above $1, ooh, shoot, which is kind of surprising in my personal opinion. I thought we were actually gonna break heavily below. I thought we were gonna be breaking back down to around 85 cents, but I'm wrong. Shocker. Iago Iglesias, welcome to the live stream. What's up, man? So if we draw the lifelong fib from the initial coin exception to the all-time high, we are above that 382 area. You see in the past, back in 2022, that was a pretty heavy support area. That was a pretty heavy resistance area. In June of 2022, we kind of rode on it from October 2022 to January 2023. We double tested that 382 back here as well on the downtrend, and then we tested as resistance. So that 85 cents area for ALTCOIN was probably the most tested price area that ALTCOIN has had since it's been out, and we are currently above it. And another thing we're currently above is this downtrend for ALTCOIN as well, which is extremely bullish in my personal opinion. So that being said, if we draw the short-term fib, actually, we don't want to draw the short-term fib. That being said, if we draw this fib here from the bottom to the top, what we're currently running into is the 382 at around $1.04. Yeah, this is why I thought we were going to get drawn back down to the 80s. I thought we were going to be getting ejected off of here and heading back down to around 90 to 89 cents to test that 236 area, which is it's still likely. It's still likely that this is the play right here, back down and then up. But if we happen to break above, we're at it right now. We're at 104. We're actually slightly above it. But if we happen to break above this and start moving a little bit higher, the next stops would be $1.18, 117, 118. And inevitably that 618 is calling our name here at $1.30. Now, if we put the main price volume on here and go to the 3-day chart so we can see the larger price volume, you can kind of see once we get over that 382 area right here, the price volume dies off until we get to the 618. So if we get over this 382 area at 105, 104, it just dies off, which means we can move through that area rather quickly up to the 618 at 133. So this is actually a very important price area that A0 is at right now. We can draw a not a horizontal array, a horizontal line right here at the 382. And you can see that was a pretty powerful resistance area in the past as well. We've hit this orange line several times off rejection before we went back down to, you know, that low 80s. But just breaking out of this 2023 downtrend already, in my personal opinion, means that bearish movement is going to be less bearish and bullish movement is going to be more bullish. We officially broke out of a downtrend and we have a trend reversal happening. And just as we talked about it, the new candle spawned in here and it's red and it's starting to retrace. Look at that. It's retracing rather quickly too. We're down to 101 now on the new candle. We're heading down. Go hide in your bunkers. So even the day chart right here. So the day chart did close above that 382. This current one just started. It started, current candle just started. We're testing that 382 as support. So we're gonna be keeping a close eye on that. That's at 101. We break below that 101, then we'll be looking for that 90, 92 to 88 cents A-Lift 0. But man, if we stay above $1, we're good. But indicators just a little hot right now. The indicators are a little hot. Casper on the moon mission. Yeah, Casper definitely is on the moon mission, man. That is the forever up coin. It just keeps going and going and going. So with Jasmine as well. So chef requested Gala. Gala sucks. Gala is the new H bar. So Gala's up at 4.4 at 2 cents. I don't remember what we talked about last time for Gala, but whoa, did Gala break out of a... Man, all the coins are breaking out of multi-year downtrends right now. That's gotta mean something. They're breaking out of their bear market downtrends, guys. I mean, look at, we have Gala right here, topped out November 2021, was in a downtrend since, and we just broke out of it. We actually broke out and back tested it as support. So Gala is just broken out of its multi-year downtrend as well. Man, I am getting so stoked for this bull run. I'm getting so stoked. We're having so many signs saying it's just around the corner. All the people waiting for the halving are going to get, I was going to say the F word, are going to get wrecked. They're going to get stuck on the sidelines. Okay, Gala right now. Gala broke out of a multi-year downtrend. We currently wicked up to the 618 and then bounced to the 786 right here. Indicators right now on the day chart. The day chart, we are losing our bullish momentum, but we kind of are stagnant right now. We aren't falling as quickly as we used to be. So this could kind of be a rounded bottom forming right here on the MACD. And then we could see that secondary push to the upside and just have kind of a bearish fake out. So that's something to take into consideration. And that being said, that kind of backs it up with the WTX. The WTX had the slight deviation as well, and it's starting to work its way up towards that overbought area on the red. Now, Gala doesn't go into the red that often. It's only ever gone into it 3 times. And prior to that, the normal tops before going into the red are where we're currently at. You see, we tested this area back here of March 2022, big rejection. We tested the area again here, April 2023, big rejection. We're currently testing it right now. It looks like we might be coming up to test it again. So we really want to monitor that where we're currently at right now, because this is the normal heavy rejection area on the WTX for Gala. RSI actually looks like it's, Yeah, looking like it's in the downtrend still. So we'll be monitoring that as well on the RSI. Actually, we can do a kind of a converging downtrend uptrend. Yeah, so we'll just monitor that as well. But for Gala right now, our main objective is to overtake 2-2. And for the time being, the way that the indicators are looking, I don't think we're to be overtaking 2-2. I mean, you broke out of a multi-year downtrend, which is fantastic. And we'll keep that drawn there because it's very important to keep an eye on that. For the time being, if we zoom in, I mean, technically speaking, we can go up to the 618 here at 2-2. It's just the indicators are a little too high. It'd be more beneficial for Gala to head back down to the 786 at 1.7, allow these indicators to cool off, and then get a nice running start at the 618. I mean, just being as exhausted as the indicators are breaking out of a multi-year downtrend, it just needs some time to cool off. You know when you're playing video games and you're battling like a boss and you're just constantly battling them over and over and over and over and over and keep losing. That's kind of what it's like breaking out of a multi-year downtrend. You test it, you get rejected, and you've dropped down, and then hey, I'm gonna go try to break it again. You try to break it, you try to beat that boss again, you lose, you fall down, and then finally after trying for multiple years, you break out of it. And then what do you do when you break out of it? You take a breather. So we could just be seeing some chop sideways for Gala until we see some movement to the upside. We'll just monitor it. As of right now, indicators just too high for me to say that we'll be blasting up for the time being. I would just expect some chop. ACC, did you look at Solana? I have not looked at Sol yet. We will look at Sol. So if you haven't already, I really appreciate if you guys smash that like button. I'm trying to grow my channel. I want to try to get to 100,000 subscribers this bull run. Get that plaque hanging up on my wall. I actually started my channel at the top of the bull run, so my channel has only ever experienced downwards movement. So I'm pretty excited to see how it performs during the bull run. So smash that like button, it'd really help me out. So we have what do we have? Lily with Vulcan Forge. I know you requested that earlier. I missed it, so we can look at Vulcan Forge. So Vulcan Forge PYR up 11% at 491. Small market cap of only $117 million. Circulating supply of 23 million. So almost half the coins are in circulation, so I like that. The all-time high of this was pretty much $50 last bull run. We're down 90% from that all-time high. All-time low was 2 years ago at $1.16. This coin is currently available on the following exchanges. It looks like MEXC is the largest for this coin. So let's look at it. PYR. Man, talking dries out your throat. So Vulcan Forged on MEXC. On MEXC, it put in a new all-time high. Wow, this is available on so many exchanges. Yeah, we'll do MEXC. Actually, I want to try to find one that has prior data. I would assume it'd be on Binance. Yeah, there we go. This is the one that we want. Y'all, this thing's been accumulating forever. For over a year. Oh my goodness. I might actually have to keep an eye on this. It reminds me of Chainlink. Chainlink's just been accumulating forever as well. Wow, look at that. Very, very lengthy accumulation phase, and we're currently testing the top of it right now. So this thing's either about ready to break out and go to infinity and beyond, or we're going to get rejected and head back to the bottom of the barrel. Indicators aren't looking bad, though. I mean, we're right at it right now. We're bullish here on the MACD with pretty large engulfing candles. The only concerning part is we're in the red. Oh, shoot. We're in the red on the WTX, but we do enter the red quite often, so I wouldn't be too concerned about that. Look at the RSI. RSI is almost overbought. Oof. And we briefly just hit an all-time high on the RSI on October 23rd. So a lot of news, a lot of new stuff going on for this coin. So if we break over I would say if you break over 525, this thing's going to infinity and beyond. But if we get rejected at 525, we'd be seeing a pullback and just continue consolidation until the bull runs progressed a little bit later. Let's actually draw a fib on it too. That's the 786. That's a lifelong 786 right there. So if we get rid of that channel now, so you get over that 786 at 525.25, you're going to see a quick movement up to around 843. We can probably validate that on the 3-day. Yeah, look at that. You get over the 786 right there. Look at the price volume. There is none. There's absolutely none. So if you get over that, man, this thing's going to go. But who knows? If we get rejected, we'll be going down. So you're at the deciding factor right now. You're at the critical pivot, the pivot. What is it called? Pivotal moment, pivotal, whatever. Trying to use big words there. You're at a very important moment right now for this coin. Keep an eye on 520, 525. You get over that, this thing's going to rip. You get rejected, it's just going to accumulate till the bull run progresses, and then we'll reassess the situation. So it's not looking bad. Definitely not looking bad. You know what? Solana's not looking bad either. 3-day chart. Look at that gap between $60 and $87. We hit that, man. That's the goal. Buy Solana, long Solana from $60 up to 86. Because if Solana breaks $60, it's flying. I don't think we're in a channel. Are we in a channel? No, we are definitely not in a channel. So we got our uptrend support going on there for Solana. Then we can draw, I think we can actually draw a big fib on this as well. Yeah, the 0.5 there. And we got the 0.5 there. So currently right now for Solana, we're testing the 0.5. We have been doing a nice step up effect since December of 2022. And even more recently, June of 2023, getting over that 382 area. Can you see how powerful that 382 support area was at 30 bucks? I mean, back here in 2022 of June, we pretty much rode the 382 all the way until November, till FTX collapsed and this thing went down to 7 bucks. So overtaking that 382 is extremely bullish for Solana right now. However, here on the day chart, we are just so massively overbought. We got two huge sell signals here on the WTX. We have the MACD losing its bullish momentum rather quickly. We're not having any large bullish movement here on the MACD. And then on the RSI is overbought as well. So hitting at a normal top. You can see we've only ever gone higher than this where we currently are one other time, and that was September of 2021. So for the time being, I think Solana is probably going to be seeing a pullback, at least back down to around the $30 range. I'd have to assume back down to that 382 area, because you can see there's a price volume gap, a decent sized price volume gap between $38 and $33. So that has to be filled if we fall back down. So does it have to happen right now? Doesn't have to happen right now. We can see one more push up to around 47, but inevitably I think all the indicators need to cool down. And that being said, the next main support's sitting at around $30. Now, I don't think we'll be going straight down to $30. It could be, you know, a ladder down effect. We could hit that 35 wick down to 30, but regardless, I think we need to come back down in order for these indicators to cool off. And I think we're getting close to a local top here for Solana. And then once we see that retracement, we start our next step up, excuse me, the next step up, that's where we'll see that breakout above 60. And that's where we'll start seeing Solana moving higher and higher. So for Solana right now, I think we're getting pretty close to a top before we see a retracement. And then that would be the last retracement until Solana absolutely started ripping. All right, so I'll chart two more coins. I'll chart YFII and VXV, and then I am going to end the live stream. So let's look at YFII. So DeFi money, YFII, be informed that there is a possibility of an ongoing pump and dump activity occurring on the YFII token. So take that into consideration, guys. If we zoom in here, there is a warning sign. Let's actually go here. Oh, they're showing proof that YFII is currently experiencing a pump and dump. So YFII down 0.5%, 550. Which YFI are you talking about? Because I think there's multiple, right? Oh, no, there's not. Man, this coin moves up quick. What's the market cap? $21 million market cap, small. Oh, so this is pretty much similar to time setup. You know, $21 million market cap, only 39,000 coins in circulation out of 40. So these coins, like I talked about, in time being a whale coin that could be easily manipulated, coins like this can be easily manipulated as well, which looks like it's going on right now. Be informed that there's a possibility of an ongoing pump and dump activity occurring on YFII. That being said, though, I think we can actually draw the fib from the bear market bottom to the top. Yeah, so we're at the bear market. We're at the bear market bottom here to the most recent top in 2022. And what we're seeing here is finding resistance at the 786. So we're getting resistance here at the 786 at around 565. If we did happen to break over 565, however, we do have a nice price volume gap right there, which would suck us up to around that 618, around 857. However, on the day chart, we are bearish here on the MACD. We had a bearish crossover on the MACD. Same with the WTX. The WTX doesn't look that bad. Doesn't look as bad as I thought. We still are holding this uptrend support here on the WTX. So let's just monitor that. If we get a bounce off that, we will enter the red area. And it does look like YFI does like entering that red area quite often. We can go pretty deep in there before we get a sell signal. Same with the RSI. RSI looks like it made a lower high and is starting to retrace. So for the time being for YFII, I'd be keeping an eye on this uptrend support area. A retracement down to 540. If we bounce off 540 and break the 786, I think we have a good chance of running to the upside. If we break below this, then we're probably gonna be heading down to the main price volume at 425. And then this would be confirmed as a double top. So this is all dependent on this uptrend and 786 convergence area right there, where these two converge. So if we break over this, we could be seeing a decent sized run to the upside. If we break below this, it's going to be a nasty, nasty drop back down to the main price volume down here at 424. But in the bull run, this coin should perform well. I mean, the all-time high was in the thousands, I believe. Yeah, 9,251. And if you look at the max supply to market cap, looks like last time they put coins in circulation was back here on August of 2021, September. So I think for a bull run, from a longer term perspective in the bull run, this is a great setup. But for the short term right now, we might get a chance to pick this up a little bit cheaper than where it's currently at. But if you're not worried about that, I mean, in the bull run, this thing could go back to the all-time highs, no problem, which from where we're currently at is a 16x. 1,647%. So that's only a 16x. I mean, I say only a 16x as if it's nothing, but a 16x is quite a bit. So we'll do VXV and then we will end the live stream. So if you haven't already, I'd really appreciate if you guys smash that like button. It really helps my channel grow. I also have a Discord channel. The link is in the description below. I'm on there daily. We're all a great group of people. We just talk crypto, have a good time with one another. It's not like one of those South Korean Discords where you can't talk. You know, some Discords you say one thing and they boot you or mute you. Yeah, we're not like that. So if you want to just talk to me offline or talk to people about crypto, make sure you join my Discord channel. So let's get to VXV. So VXV, I love VXV setup for the bull run as well. Small circulating supply, small market cap, only 53 cents right now. 1919 was its all-time high, and I don't think they put more coins in circulation if I remember correctly. Yep, they have not put more coins in circulation since it re-reached this all-time high price. since this reached its all-time high price. So the possibility of us heading up to that all-time high price again at around 600, all-time high market cap around 600,000 is easily attainable. I think it's very, very possible that we head back up to these all-time high prices. So that being said, VXV right now, we are at a top. We are officially at a top right now. We got a sell signal here on the WTX. The MACD is heading towards a bearish crossover. We're losing our bullish momentum. We were overbought here on the RSI. So I wouldn't be shocked. Let's see. Draw this downtrend right here. Yeah. So it looks like we did hit that downtrend. So what we're going to be keeping a close eye on is where's the next support? How far in the downtrend are we going to go? Thanks, brother. Let's get you to 100K subs you are aiming for. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. I really hope it happens. That'd be awesome. Yeah, so right now for VXV, we have a local top. So I would have to assume that we'd be going back down to the main price volume area, which is sitting around that 382 at around 38 cents. So I'd be keeping an eye on a pullback for VXV. Not financial advice, but now's the time not to buy VXV. That's not financial advice, my personal opinion. I think we could pick VXV up a little bit cheaper later down the road. So VXV does look like it topped. I'd be keeping an eye on the main price volume around 36 cents. That's where I would put a small buy order in. So we'll put this right here, put my little friend right there. That's what I'm thinking VXV is going to go down to, and then we'll reassess the situation, maybe something like that, get a double top. But VXV in the short term is going to be bearish. We need to cool down from these indicators. Now, with the way the market's looking and the way that Bitcoin has been acting, the market's bullish right now. So the retracements on coins are going to start to be going to start to be smaller. So the retracement back down to the 786 at 22 cents and stuff is very unlikely at this time. But that would take Bitcoin to absolutely crash and break below 30,000, head to the 28, 27,000. For the meantime, for VXV, let's keep an eye on this retracement here. That is approximately a 25% retracement, and then we'll reassess the situation at that point. All right, guys, that was a great live stream. I appreciate everybody coming out. I really appreciate the super chats and everyone being talkative in the chats and stuff like that. It's getting all my hopes up. Imagine running a live stream and a channel through a bear market. It was pretty tough, but you guys helped me through it. So thanks for everybody subscribing and helping my channel grow. We're going to be doing the live streams twice a week. Once we get more activity on the channel, I will get back to doing giveaways. Last bull run, I did do giveaways. I was giving away NFTs. I was giving away charting crypto swag. I was giving away a bunch of stuff. So we're gonna get back to that once we get a little bit more traction in this bull run. And in order, I'll go over how to interact and how to be a part of those giveaways when the time comes. We're not gonna get into that right now. So with that, guys, I appreciate everybody coming out tonight, and I hope you guys have a great week. And I'll catch you guys next time on the live stream of Charting Crypto. Peace out.